Another restaurant on the list of restaurants that people say you have to eat inside or it's trash. I just came from seeing the movie Megan 2.0, and I'll have a review on the second channel for that. But this one, I don't like it, but I've actually never eaten inside, so we're going. And it's P.F. Chang's, so I'm going to P.F. Chang's, and I'm gonna get some stuff. Try not to be too rude about it. Something I always forget at this place is how, number one, how damn expensive it is, and number two, how big the menu is. So I'm gonna get a couple of appetizers. I wish they had a sampler, but they don't. So I'm gonna get a couple of those, and I'm gonna get that fried chicken because I thought it was trash, but I did take it home. So I'm gonna give another chance, one more entree, and a dessert. I'm gonna spend so much money here, but you know what? This is why we make these videos. So I appreciate the thumbs up and all that good stuff because this is gonna cost me. This is gonna be pricey, but I don't mind it. I've had these before, obviously, but never in the restaurant. I wanted to try these first. These are the crab wontons. You can get them in orders of 3 or 6. I didn't specify, so first he gave me 6, which comes out to like over $10 for 6, but I still wanted to try them. So the chili sauce is normally for dipping on the side here, but not anymore because I got them in restaurant. Let's see if they're any better. Yes. The filling tastes better. The last time I had this, it was still crunchy, but it didn't taste like anything. With this chili on the inside, I can taste the crab. Exponentially better. There's also a good amount of scallion in here. Better than 90% of the takeout places I've gotten on my channel. I give credit where it's due. These in restaurant are actually really damn good. On a chain scale, I give these a 9. That's a good sign here, folks. Y'all know I'm here to tell the truth. I love these. Keep it a buck. Next up, I want to do something a little different. I did their barbecue spare ribs, but I never did their northern style spare ribs. So I got those these times. Same thing. These were like $16. I didn't specify. They gave me 6. Again, I'm not complaining because it is what it is, but I just wanted to specify the prices. So this one has a dry rub as opposed to the other one, which is more of like a barbecue type of rub. I'm laughing because this is actually, it's also good. Thank you. It's got this dry rub. I don't know what they mean by northern style because I don't have access to like research or anything like that, but what's really prominent in this is like 5 spice, Chinese 5 spice, which I use at home when I make my own fried rice. The ribs are actually really juicy and they're tender. And the bone integrity is actually there. Again, I am pleasantly surprised. They're not the best ribs I've ever had, but if I was sitting down, which I'm doing right now, and I just wanted some decent ribs, again, the prices are a little too high, but we know that when you're paying for like this at P.F. Chang's. But truth be told, the title of this video is probably I was wrong about P.F. Chang's because this is decent. The wontons I like even better, but this on a chain scale, like Cheesecake Factory, that type of level, I'll give them an 8. I'm pleasantly surprised. Color me shocked. I just want to show you how this real quick as I'm eating. Look how juicy like the rib is. I'm actually shocked. And I'm one of the biggest P.F. Chang's haters in the world, but I think this place more than any place that I've had so far that we've been doing the in-restaurant, the expectation / what I'm getting has skyrocketed from outside to inside. And again, I've eaten in the parking lot right outside of here, but I do understand. I still think that they cook this better than they normally do. It's not just a temperature thing. Like, it's cooked better, but the entrees are what I had to use biggest beef with, but I think what I got, I think they're actually it's gonna be good. It's still overpriced, and I'm standing by that, but it doesn't taste like crap anymore. So this is because I felt bad about my first experience at P.F. Chang's with the fried chicken. Again, I took it home. It's like 10, 15 minutes, so maybe it was trash. So hopefully I don't light my money on fire again. But I gave it another try with their Korean fried chicken. It comes with a Korean barbecue sauce. They do have a dry rub, but I'm not getting both of those just to waste my damn money on that. You also get white rice on the side of that. So let's try this out. This one looks like the one that I'm going to do. So this is fresh. If this is trash, then it's just trash, and there's nothing we can say. This is very breading. Like, I want to try to get to the actual chicken. I'm gonna be honest with you about this. It's big. I'll tell you one in a second. But I've taken Toretto in the parking garage. I've taken 3.5 bites of this, and I'm barely getting into the chicken. This breading is like super thick, and by the time you even get to the chicken, there's hardly any there. Again, I know that there's breast, a wing, and what I like is a thigh, but the barbecue sauce, pretty much the same thing that I said about when I took it home, is that it's like a little bit of gochujang. It's not incredibly spicy. I don't expect it to be. I mean, at least it's crunchy. Yeah, I just missed the whole damn mouth. But other than that gochujang, it doesn't remind me of Korean fried chicken at all. And I personally, there's no way that I would pay $22.99 for this. And I said I would never pay $22.99 again, and I paid $22.99 again. But this is definitely the last time. It's definitely still better in stores because it's a little warmer, a little fresher, but it's nowhere near worth the price of what you pay for it. I think last time I gave this a 3. I'll upgrade it to mid. It's a 5 out of 10, but it's still really overpriced. But I'm at P.F. Chang's. I know it's going to cost that, but either way. And I also got the Beijing beef, which is one of the most popular things at P.F. Chang. I got the Mongolian beef, not the Beijing beef. I don't know why I said Beijing, but that's Panda Express. But I always call this an upgraded Panda Express, which is kind of what it is. But it's just some little slices of beef with some green onion, and I got the fried rice on the side. Now this is good. The beef is really tender. It to me reminds me of like a teriyaki beef. I wish there was broccoli in this, but that's just like a nitpick because I don't want to sit there and eat all these little like green onion and stuff. But this is pretty good. I don't know what this costs. I'm gonna say like $22, something like that. That's crazy. It is better though. Now we're just dealing with the price being crazy. But got the fried rice as well. Hell no. I'm gonna take one more bite, but this is worse than the white rice. This has to be old rice, bro. It's crunchy. This started to be old rice. There's no way this is fresh, but it doesn't taste like anything. And there's literally crunchy on some parts, and not like the good kind, like when you got like Spanish food. This has a little, hell no. This is a 1 out of 10. But this, I'm just gonna take my white rice from my fried chicken and use that. I don't think this is good enough, in my opinion, for you to come to get, but I wouldn't mind this. This, chain scale, you want some decent food? 7.5 out of 10. Just for reference, again, I gave nothing above a 5 the last time I came to P.F. Chang's. So this is still wowing me, but that's the first thing I've had that is either like the most disappointing. It's just not moving me. But this, I'm gonna work with. Other than that, we got dessert, and then we can kind of give our final verdict. But this is surprisingly like tender and pretty good. Calling it Mongolian is just teriyaki beef to me. Very similar. Nonetheless, it's still good. Also, I wanted to add this in because I know there's going to be comments about it, but there's not much I can do about this. I know there's a little kid that's back there jumping around like crazy and everything. It was so bad at one point that the family back there asked to move. 1. 2, I've had to pause my video a lot of times because the dad is like on the phone and he's screaming. So like, I don't want to have a voice in the thing. And I can't really say anything about that because like, you know, like no one cares. I don't care that I'm filming. I took this home last time. Fried chicken driving 10 minutes to the crib is going to be way too much. Why the? And then there's little. Don't be weird. It's like. And I'm barely getting into the chicken. But the standing on a chair and stuff, I get. So the family that was sitting back there is actually over there, not even moved. I remember the Taco Bell video. There was another kid that was in the back, and they knew I was filming because I said something to them. And the kid's running around like crazy. And, you know, they just let him run back. So y'all was getting entertained by it. But Listen, I be trying not to put people in videos and stuff, but you know, everybody knows I'm filming. I say something and I go. But if you can't control your kids in public, man, that's on y'all, bro. But listen, I be trying to be in corners and stuff for that part, but everybody around knows what I'm doing. That's crazy. Anyway, we got dessert on the way. Okay, listen, I'm not really one that tries to complain about prices, but it just has to be said. This cost $5.29. This is the chocolate peanut butter cream pie. This is one of their new things. This is their individual serving for a $5 bite. But we're gonna try it and see what's going on. Here we go. Chocolate peanut butter cream pie. There's also a booty here on this as well. Really rich, really peanut buttery. I'm trying to take little ass bites. All right, this is two-parter. Is this worth $5? Hell to the no. Is it good? Yes. The cream pie part is like really heavy on the Reese's, but really heavy on the peanut butter. It almost tastes like the Reese's peanut butter ice cream that you can get. Then there's little like chocolate booty and fudge with some. Look, it's good, but $5 is crazy for this. Would I eat it again? Not for $5. This is like $2, but I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's decent. It's a little rich, but I will say this. I don't think I can eat too much of this because it is that rich and I get flavor fatigue again really fast. But the most important thing that you get at PF Chang's is the next thing, which is kind of right off to the side here, and I'm going to show y'all the... This is the Great Wall of Chocolate. It is a giant... My brain now, done. I can't even think. It's a chocolate cake. We're just going to get to the point, okay? Big ass chocolate cake costs $15, okay? I'm ready to leave now. Here we go. Raspberry. Come on. It's dry. This is what y'all champion is. I like a little tartness you get from the strawberry raspberry kind of thing they got going on the bottom. But the cake is dry. By the way, this is a shareable. You're supposed to share this with the table. Whatever. But there's way better cakes than this. Let me get one more bite because that's it. That's all I got. My social battery, after that, clapped. I wouldn't pay $15 for this. The dessert's probably the worst thing I got from here. As far as like value of all of it. This is just to me a basic ass chocolate cake. It's a big ass piece of chocolate cake. I felt like the better one I had was in the car because it sat longer. But this, if I got this on my table, I'd be mad as hell. Just even this out. All right, so the total damage today, the bill was $110.71. That was about what the bill was at the Cheesecake Factory, like price per. But the stuff here for me, man, like, look, it's better than it was. I'm not gonna lie to you, but just looking through this menu, $14.49 for 6 crab wontons. They're not worth that. Bone-in chicken was $23, $22.29. Hell no. 6 ribs was $18. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And then that dessert and the Great Wall of Chocolate was another $20. The Mongolian beef, because I added fried rice, cost me $30. $30.79. So while I do think it is better, just realistically speaking, is this worth the money that you're going to spend, even in restaurant? Hell no. And I'm in a complex where Cheesecake Factory, Maggiano's, and all those places are right there. I would much rather go to any of those places, just being real. But it was better than I thought it would be. So I was kind of wrong. I'll stand by that. But let me settle up. Again, what I'm saying, the 110, that's not with the tip. So it's going to cost me a lot more. But anyway, that's going to be it. I hope y'all enjoyed. And we'll be back tomorrow with more content and hand signs. They made it to YouTube.